What would you do for the rest of your life if you could do anything? If money was no object and it was impossible to fail? Maybe you have an answer, but you've forgotten it. Maybe you've closed it off. Maybe it's disappeared amongst the noise. You see, if you head down your current trajectory, it would be easy to just pick something from a list. Something that doesn't light you up, doesn't fulfill you, but something maybe you feel like you should do, that's the safest path based on the way the world is. Well, your future hasn't happened yet. And the world is rapidly changing. Thanks to technology, everything is evolving. Things that were previously safe are now risks. Yet technology has also presented a series of opportunities, which means now more than ever we live in a world where it's possible to build your life around what you love. Now more than ever, you don't have to pick your career and your life from a list. Instead, you can design it based upon what lights you up. Let go of the noise, slow down, you have your whole life ahead of you. Let go of the rules, let go of the norms, and have the courage to follow your curiosity. Then learn from others. Test, experiment. Don't let people and experiences pass you by. You can learn something from everyone. Remember, everyone you look up to once had the same fears, the same doubts as you do right now. And their journey didn't look like from A to B to C to D. No, it looked like from A to Z to F to J. Even Martin Luther King, during his I Have a Dream speech, which would go on to change the course of history, he started off nervous. He was merely reading the script that had been written for him. Seeing what was going on, one of his advisors named Mahalia Jackson then shouted out,
Mahalia Jackson was behind Martin Luther King, and this was a moment that would go on to change the course of the world, really, and have a huge impact. And like the advisors were noticing, Martin Luther King was nervous. He was merely reading the script that had been written for him, which he wasn't known to do at all. So Mahalia Jackson then shouted out, "Tell them about the dream, Martin. Tell them about the dream." And Martin is nervous. He's just standing over there. He's not known to do this. And at that point, Martin grabs the script that his scriptwriters had written for him. And he literally pushes it away. He doesn't throw it off the stage like I'm going to do, but he pushes it away. And he steps forward. And that's when I Have a Dream, the speech that would go on to change the course of history, really took shape. See, if Martin Luther King doubted himself, if Martin Luther King had hopes, he had fears, he had dreams, he had how he wanted to build his life and impact the world, how much more of an encouragement is it to you all? Because Martin was this big figure, and it's so easy to look at people like that. Look at some of our speakers today, look at the people you guys look up to, and think that, oh, well, maybe it's just them, and they're not where I'm at. They're not struggling to think about the future. They just always believe in themselves, and it just all works out. But what I'm here to tell you today is that even someone like Martin Luther King doubted the power of his dream. Even someone like Martin Luther King was nervous and was reading from the script. And maybe for you, the script that you're reading from is a set of expectations, is a set of what you feel like you should be doing, is a set of what you feel is the safest path, the way you have to build your career and your life based upon the way the world is. But as future you, we are here today to be your Mahalia Jackson and to tell you, not necessarily tell them about the dream, but to tell you that you can do it. You can build a life you love, you can build a career you love, and it's going to be a crazy journey. It's going to have ups and downs. It's going to go from A to Z to J to B. But that the doubts and fears are normal, and that inside each and every one of you is the power to create a tremendous future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Andrew.